Hey Draxine, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome T. How are you? Hi Jamie, how are you? Welcome. Hi Lewis Allen. Hi Abner. All right, we have our fan page for Blasian Baby Doll has joined as well. Okay, awesome. So we are just gonna get started soon once our guest comes on the line. Hey Britt, how are you? Happy Sunday. It is Sunday. Hi. It is Sunday. We are so excited for our new guest. Hi Cardon, how are you? So we are just waiting for our guests to come on the line so we can start. And how are you guys today? Prayerfully, everybody is healthy and safe. So prayers up to everybody to make sure you guys are doing well today. Hey Blame Chaz, hey Glow Beauty Essentials, how are you? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, guys. So we are here at another episode of Survivor's Jewels, and we're so excited for our special guest to come on the line. And she is amazing. Her story is going to knock your socks off. She is a survivor, someone who is really taken the social media industry as well by storm. She's a great role model for a lot of young women and a lot of young girls as well. So I'm super excited for our guest when she comes on the line, which will be shortly. And I hope you guys again are doing well today. Hey, all right, we have our beautiful guest, Blasian Baby Lola, on the line. We are excited to have her here, and we are going to get started in just a moment. Here we are. Okay. We're just waiting to join. I'm so excited.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, can you hear me good?
Can we, let's see. Testing one, two. Okay, I think I can hear you well. Let's try it.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a static. Let's see if there's. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay, good. All right, awesome. So we have Blasian Baby Lola on the line. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have you here. No, I cannot hear you now. Okay, having a little bit of technical. We're gonna try to reconnect so we can get a better connection, guys. All right. This is the second time when we get on IG Live. I'm telling you. Hey guys, thank you guys all for joining. I'm so excited for our guests to come on. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're about to get back. And okay, here we go. Let's try this again. All right.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you
Okay.
perfectly. You sound amazing.
I'm so sorry. Can you hear me now,
I can.
though? Okay, good. Thanks. Me.
Thanks for being here. I'm so excited to have you on. So welcome to Survivor's Jewels. I'm so excited to have you as our guest.
Thank-
And your name on social media is Blasian Baby Lola, which I love. I absolutely love that name. Where did you, can you tell me a little bit about you? Um, what's a little bit about yourself? I have a little touch of how amazing you are. I know actress, model. It's just social media sensation, role model, of course. So tell me in your words, how would you describe yourself and who are you?
Okay, so first off, I just want to say thanks for having me. And me, I'm Lola. My name is Blasian Baby Lola because I'm Black, Vietnamese, and Cambodian. So I have a very Asian culture, and I just wanted to put Black and Asian and both, and basically put both of my cultures together in one, because that's what I am, and that's how I love to be described. Um, I am a survivor of severe scoliosis. A lot of people don't know this, but it has really it's a way for me to express myself, because not only has it gained me so many amazing character traits, but it's also gained me a lot of self-confidence, which is who I am.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I mean, that's incredible. And, obviously people look at you and they assume beautiful, talented, just overall well-rounded and amazing person. And they don't know all of the struggle that you had to go through to get to this point. And that's why it's so important that we tell our stories and we don't hide it. And I love that you are celebrating your culture. You're celebrating how all the struggles that you've went through, and you've turned your pain into this passion. And I absolutely love it. So no one would know that you had scoliosis and you were dealing with this.
Oh,
No, I mean, when I found out, I was super shocked. How is it? Explain to me first, what is scoliosis, and how did it affect you as a child?
okay, so basically, scoliosis is when you have a curvature in your spine. Now, most people, they go to their school and they get their little daily checkups and stuff like that. And some people may not get diagnosed with it, and some people may get diagnosed with it, but they don't take it seriously. Mine was severe scoliosis, and I was diagnosed with severe scoliosis when I was 6 years old. And it's so crazy because how I was diagnosed with it was when I was at school and we were doing our little daily checkup at the nurse's office. And the nurse was like, wait, like, your back is curved. Like, your spine bends. Like, it's not just a tiny curve, it's a huge, like, crazy curve. So, take you to the orthopedic now. So I went to the orthopedic, which is basically the back doctor. They specialize and they study spines. And the doctor was just like, your spine is very bad, it's severe, and you're almost 3 degrees before having to get surgery. So I actually had to wear like a back brace for 24 hours a day, literally my whole entire childhood. And it has honestly been like it was the most challenging time ever, but I still remained positive, and I made sure that I flipped the negativity to a positivity. And I just feel like if that never happened, I don't think I would be here right now.
Wow. Oh my gosh. That alone is incredible, because having to deal with that day in and day out, I can only imagine not only the physical discomfort,
Yeah.
but the mental discomfort of having to deal with a back brace. I mean, and then the children, and I mean, how did you stay motivated during this time? Because I couldn't imagine of having that feeling, just, and that weight on me, that mental weight on me at such a young age.
So basically, like, what motivated me was definitely my family, because they always were there for me. They always supported me through everything. When I would feel so self-conscious and insecure about myself because I'm walking around with this big body brace, like the brace was from my boob, my chest above, all the way to literally my lower back. I had to wear giant hoodies every day. I couldn't even participate in gym or any sport activities. So what really made me motivated was my family, because they always supported me and they always made me feel like it's going to be over, or you're going to gain something from this. You're only going to grow from this. So they really motivated me a lot.
That is such a blessing to have that support system. So many people, I'm sure, are looking at you right now as a part of their support system, because you've been speaking out about um, this disease that you wouldn't even think about it would turn into something to where it's debilitating to this level. Do you still have struggles with this now, or is it something that is completely?
Yes, I still have struggles to this day. Like, at first it was terrible, like back brace, that was bad. But it's still bad to this day, but I've learned to you know, do yoga. I'm studying yoga right now, and I told a lot of my followers this as well. Like, I started meditating, and I started studying yoga, and I started going to, I used to do gymnastics, and I'm still doing gymnastics to this day. So I do a lot of things throughout my day and throughout the week to maintain the proper posture, because with scoliosis, you have to have good posture because your spine is curved. So,
Mm.
you know, I have to make sure I sit up straight because, you know, like, people see me, you know, people see me on Instagram. I can't be like, you know, walking around like this. So I'm constantly, you know, dealing with scoliosis to this day. My back hurts sometimes here and there, and it's crazy, but I still manage to just pull through. Like, it's tough.
Wow. I'm just trying to imagine, you know, you being so active and doing so much. You're showing really what perseverance looks like, because if you can do it at the age that you are, and to push through these obstacles, physical, mental, so many different obstacles physically with scoliosis, and mentally to have to deal with just knowing that you have this weight on you, in essence, this pressure, this cross to bear in essence, but you've taken it and you've really moved it into a place of inspiration, a place of hope. And, you know, I'm sure that you still have fears and challenges just to this day because of that. Like, what are some of the challenges and fears that you have now? If you feel as though, if you feel comfortable sharing, that are some things that you've dealt with and, successfully during this process or journeys at this point.
Um, okay, so you said basically to explain how, like,
Your fears and challenges during the process in this journey. Like, has been your fears and challenges during this process, as to get to where you're at now? Like, what were some of the major hurdles and fears that you had to really say, all right, I have to get through these? Like, give me like three things that are, three fears or slash challenges that you had to overcome in order to get to where you're at now.
so, okay, so some fears would definitely be confidence, because
Okay.
without confidence, you can't succeed in anything. If you don't have, you know, confidence in yourself or in your business, then it's never going to go anywhere. So,
Mm.
because I really lacked confidence when I was dealing with scoliosis and the whole, you know, thing like that. Having to wear the brace, like I said, it really lowered my self-esteem. Like, I felt
Mm.
like I was ugly. I felt embarrassed to walk around in school. I didn't tell my friends I had scoliosis. There was like one friend that knew I had scoliosis, and I walked around with the back brace. So my self-confidence was terrible, and that was one fear. That's one fear that I would say that I have, because, like I said, without confidence, you cannot succeed in anything. And then another fear that I have is just another fear that I feel like would make, like, you know, would make me scared for this, you know, what have I have to come, is just probably like not feeling like I can change.
Right. And it's like, and that's very interesting, because when I know you've overcome that fear, because you have changed this fear and
Yeah.
of will this ever change into something else, because it's actually evolved into this new person, this evolved, greater and more powerful version of you, of Lola. And I love that. I love how you've really changed and turned all of these challenges and fears into power, into just um, true inspiration. So, I mean, how about, like, when you tell your story, do you feel like one of the main points of telling your story is that it helps others? Because that's kind of how I feel. I feel like that's what you strive to do. Like, I feel the inspiration with
Yeah.
just your spirit alone. It's just so like uplifting.
Thank you.
You're
No,
welcome.
totally right. Like, my goal is to just really, like, let people know that do not be scared to
Mm.
share your imperfection. God made you the way He wanted to make you. So, you know, like, me having scoliosis, severe scoliosis, yes, I was embarrassed about it, but it's actually very common. It's very common in a lot of, like, it's common in society. A lot of people have it, and a lot of people don't want to share it because they're so embarrassed about it. But it's like, I know so many people now that have scoliosis that I never knew had it, just because my one self shared that I had scoliosis. So it's like now we don't look at it as an embarrassment anymore because we shared it to each other and we know that we have it. And my whole motto is, celebrating my confidence. So, no matter what you go through and the fails and stuff like that, you have to push through and get through. And that's just my whole motto. Just like push through, turn any negative experiences into positive because it's only grow.
I love it. I love it. It's just pure energy here, pure God's work. You really are giving the testimony that people need, because that's one thing that I didn't think about too, is how common this is. And because nobody talks about it.
No one talks about it.
But everybody has to go to get checked for it. So like
got checked for it. When you go to school, you have to get checked for scoliosis.
Right.
And everyone gets checked for scoliosis, and maybe they'll say, oh, you have a slight little curvature, but no, your curvature can get worse if you're not involving yourselves in gymnastics, or if you're not doing yoga, if you're not, going to physical therapy. So they're embarrassed of it because they think it's, a deformity, but it's not a deformity. It's just a disfigurement,
Right. And that is exactly why it had to be checked at school, because so many people probably had it and they weren't reporting it. And then, and it's common. And so now to know that somebody's actually speaking out and allowing that help to provide that help to others. I mean, that right there is what it's all about. We're here to help one another by our experiences, by our testimony. So I appreciate you coming and sharing your story. And it's just such good energy to know that you're your sister's keeper. That's what you do. You come out and you make sure that you're inspiring the next young person. And I love it. I love it. So what are some of the upcoming projects you have? Because you have a lot going on.
I have a lot coming for the future. So I don't know if you already know, but I do make music, and music was a really main asset for me when it came to building self-confidence, because not only do I like to express myself in my music, but performing and just making people smile is something I love to do. And when I see people smile and they're happy, it just makes me 10 times happier. So I'm going to be doing shows. I'm going to be dropping more music. I also started a new campaign outreach called Lola Loves You, where I basically talk to my followers one-on-one on live, Instagram DMs, comments, or just simple story posts where I basically answer their questions or talk to them about situations they might be suffering with, because I just feel like everybody has a situation. Everyone has stories. I do not discriminate. When I go live, I literally go live with any and everybody. I don't care if I have almost 200K followers. I'm still going to give the same exact love to everyone that follows me, because obviously they're following my journey. So I'm going to follow theirs. So music, Lola Loves You campaign. I'm also going to be doing some ladies empowerment events where I basically speak to, other, the youth, the young females. And then I also will be doing a couple other projects that, are a little top secret, but
I love it. I love it. You are just multi-talented, multifaceted, and just a blessing, because you've changed all of your negatives into positives that have been thrown your way. So I love it. I love what you've done. I love what you're doing. I love all that you are going to do, because I definitely see a very, very bright future ahead of you, and you are doing amazing. I am proud of you. Okay. Absolutely. Now, how can people find you? Because you are somebody they need to connect with.
Yeah, so you guys can find me on all social medias at Blasian Baby Lola, YouTube Blasian Baby Lola, Instagram Blasian Baby Lola. You guys can subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I also post really funny, entertaining videos on there, TikTok and stuff like that. And then I also have my own website called Blasian Baby Lola, where I'll be selling exclusive merch and stuff like that. So stay on the lookout, because I have a lot to come.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to come on to Survivor Jewelz. You have been an amazing guest. I so look forward to connecting with you in the future. And you definitely have to, I'm going to make sure that I get a copy of my book over to you.
I'm reading a new book right now.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it. So I'm super, super excited about that. And we will definitely be in connection with you guys soon. And all of that you have to come. Blessings upon blessings to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good night. Bye, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. So, guys, thank you guys so much for another episode of Survivor Jewelz. We're so glad that you tuned in. And stay tuned for next week's episode of Survivor Jewelz. We'll have another guest on telling their story and bringing you some more inspiration. Blessings upon blessings to you. Happy Sunday.